everybody. Happy oh, National Prayer Day. Yay! Um yeah, today is May the 2nd, those. And I guess, that's a pretty cool day, I am a firm believer about prayer. Whether you believe in God or not. I just kind of see it as a positive thing, like a positive reinforcement kind of thing, or I see it as reminding yourself of the things that you're thankful for. I'm not the kind of person that kind of prays and is like, oh, I want this, I want that, this and that. I'm more kind of the kind of person that, when I do pray, which is daily and several times a day, I'm like, oh, God, thank you so much for, helping me wake up. Not always on time. I'm terrible on that. But, my son's safe in the car, we made it safe to my mom's house for her to watch him, or just stuff like that, and it's throughout the day, and it's usually I don't do it. I'm terrible at structure. I don't like structure, so I like doing it when I do it. Sometimes I'll be, just driving or in the bathroom, and I'm just sitting there, I don't want to be on my phone, and I'm just kind of, what, a random place, so whatever, you know, it's cool beans. It's just one of those things where, you remind yourself of the things that you're thankful for. When you're stressed out, it's also one of those things where it's like, it's more like I see it as, how, I forgot where I saw this, about, like, if you think about something a lot, the waves, darn, I'm going to sound stupid, um, like, it starts, like, like, the waves starts, going onto people, and then, it ends up happening, so, like, if you're thinking you're going to fail, that kind of mentality and stuff like that, it triggers something or something like that. Blah, blah. In general, happy National Prayer Day. I like praying and saying stuff, talking to myself, all the time. It's cool. Anyways, so yeah, I have a lot of things to be thankful for, so, you know, I do enjoy my praying stuff, and when I do need help and stuff, I do kind of like talking. Sometimes it helps me think better. And also, yeah, it kind of makes it to where it's like I'm thinking out loud and it helps me think better. And then eyes open and I see something, that I didn't see before. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. What else? You see, I'm kind of rushing through it because I've already made this video 3 times. First 2 times I had issues with it, and then the last one I uploaded it to the wrong channel. So I'm just kind of like, I already filmed it 3 times. Yeah, it kind of makes me feel stupid now. But yeah, happy day. It's May 2nd, second day of my videos for all me. Because, why? Because, okay, whole reason I'm doing this May thing is because it's my month. This is my first year being a mommy, and I feel like I deserve to be celebrated. And if nobody else celebrates me, well, my son's celebrating me for sure. That's one thing yeah. My son and I, we're gonna go do something on Sunday, after we go to church and stuff. Because I don't know, I believe that if I teach my son to be detail oriented from very young, he's a baby right now, but it's getting in the habit, of being detail oriented and being loving and caring and showing me that he loves me and stuff like that. I think it kind of prepares him for when he becomes, an adult, a man, to be good to his woman and, be detail oriented, and then, he'll be happy and have a beautiful marriage and happily ever after, But, and I don't mind, being spoiled by my son before he gets married. I know, right? Ugh. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Um, so yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for me for Mother's Day, but I know the Mexican Mother's Day we're gonna do it at my mom's or whatever they're doing or whatever. But what else? What else was I gonna say? So yeah, I was trying to dedicate this whole month to me because, like, shoot, I am an awesome person, and I deserve to be celebrated all month, if not all year. But sure, I'll settle for 1 month. And it's kind of getting me to think out loud and use you guys as my listeners because you guys are watching me, and You guys have nothing else to do? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But I did have a rant. Just one little tiny rant. And it's because it totally bothered me. I have a PS3 and YouTube is in it. And if you type in something like Barney, because I was like, oh, I want to watch Barney with my son. He's 7 months tomorrow. Um, if you search Barney, you play it, and then it keeps on playing on and on a whole bunch of Barney. So like we've done this for several hours sometimes in a day. Um, so I like that, and then I got curious about other kids shows because I was like, well, maybe he needs to know about other characters, and I decided to look for Dora the Explorer because I guess she's bilingual. So I was like, okay, cool beans. Well, I want to check her out. So I wrote Dora, and then the PlayStation kind of or YouTube guessed the rest of the title thingy, and I guess they were in Spanish. So I was watching a Spanish episode, and it was for Mother's Day. Yeah, figures. I ran into that. Um, it was for Mother's Day, and then she was looking for some ingredients or whatever, and she found a squirrel, and the squirrel speaks like American English, regular English, and she's talking to him, and she was trying to tell the squirrel to jump, right? So she's like, oh, dile ardilla que brinque, pero dígalo en inglés. So she's telling the people, the kids, the viewer, to tell the squirrel to jump in English. So she's like, squirrel, jump! Jump! Jump, squirrel! Jump! And it took me a while, and I was like, dude, this girl's trying to say jump. And then I kind of got irritated because, like, dude, like, this show is for people that, kids, I guess, if they're watching the Spanish episode so they learn English, right? Why would you teach them to speak in an accent? That's kind of messed up. It's kind of like if you had Dora the Explorer from India, and then, yeah, I don't know. Do their accent. Or like the French one, and then oh, tell him to jump, tell him to jump. Like you don't want to teach him wrong. Like teach him in like the English, normal English, not with an accent, dude. You're gonna make him feel like when they're older and they're in school and they have like this lame accent. When they could have learned it right. So I don't think I'm gonna let my son watch that show because it does irritate me that they're not speaking it like they're doing it on purpose. Or why didn't they hire somebody that spoke it, English and Spanish without an accent? Or like an accent. When I say an accent, I mean like the kind of accent where you're from a foreign language, you're from a language that's not the English language, and when they're trying to learn, what I'm trying to say. Okay, it bothered me. But then I heard that on the English episodes when Doris speaks Spanish, she has a gringo accent or a gringo accent. So the accent thing, I think it's part of the show thing. I don't like it. Cause like it's not giving the kids their full potential. And that's my little 10 cents for 1 cent. Shoot, I give them like pennies. Is that 1 cent? Pretty much that's a nickel dime. Anyways, and then I tried to also my coworker, her granddaughter likes the yoga gabba, and I will say I didn't like it either. It was kind of weird, and the monsters were weird, and they were dancing like, oh, I like to dance or something, and it was really weird. Like there's a black guy in it, and the black guy can't even dance, and then the monsters were dancing, and they were like totally like, they didn't look like they were dancing. It was weird, and I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. And I don't remember if my son liked it. I was more intrigued by it. Like I was kind of like, and then I just went back to Barney because who doesn't like Barney the dinosaur? Shoot, I watched it till I was older. Or an Arthur, but my son's team for Arthur. But Caillou, I should get him into Caillou. No, Caillou's kind of boring still. That's like for And Teletubbies, that's for like mute children. They don't speak or do anything or sing songs. I don't know. Whatever. But in honor of National Prayer Day, I am thankful for waking up today. And this is the funniest thing ever. Okay, I woke up at 8 in the morning and I have to be work at 9. So in 17 minutes, I got dressed. I got my son dressed, with his changing his diaper and everything. I got his backpack ready. And I was dashing through the door to my car. And I live pretty far away from my work because it takes me like 30 minutes to go from my house to my family's house to drop off my son, and then it takes me 15 minutes to go to work. No, well, yeah, almost 15 minutes to go to work. And then, that was like 45 minutes. So, like, I was a little bit late to work. Just a little bit. And I didn't have breakfast. But, yeah, that's every day. I can't wait till I get transferred so that my son doesn't have to be in the car for so long, because today was super hot. But I did get him some awesome pads for the hard floor here, so he can learn how to crawl. He didn't get to play with them much because it was one of those days today when I was trying to get a lot of things done, like with getting him the pads and I bought some of those tubes for the swimming pool to put on his taller bed, because now he's getting his tummy, and they said that can prevent kids from falling down when they're sleeping or something. So I bought one of those, and what else? I got him some Pedialyte, and because today was super super hot, it was immensely hot, and I feel so bad for my son. They have to deal with this. I did buy some Pedialyte just in case, he's had some stomach flu or whatever, and he had to bring it to me, and I felt kind of sick today. I'm not saying I did or didn't. But yeah, that's it for now, you guys. Super long rant, almost 12 minutes. But that's a one taker for you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I don't know what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. And maybe I'll have some makeup right here. I won't promise my hair. I will tell you why I don't do my hair. I don't have an excuse for my makeup, other than I'm always waking up late. The whole reason I don't do my hair is because my son comes first. And my son, when I leave to work, he loves to grab me by the hair, both hands, and he loves to kiss me. He just kind of like, and he just kisses me. And it's just one of those things where he's always like, throughout the day, when I'm with him, he loves to kiss. And I love it. And it's like, why am I going to waste time that I can be spending with my son trying to do my hair that he's gonna mess up soon? I'd rather spend time with him. I know that's the same thing with makeup. It's one of those things where it's like I can spend 15 minutes in the bathroom doing my makeup, waking up earlier and doing my makeup when I could let my, I like playing with my son. I'm really goofball and I get excited every time he has a toy, and I love playing with him, and it's just. But tomorrow, I'll have like stuff on. I'll have my my mask on. I have something going on here. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys later tomorrow. Bye. It's not stopping. But I'm thankful.